Welcome into the Eric Zane Show podcast, a daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures from the Impact Power Sports studio. Impact Power Sports, beautiful Rockford, Michigan, 14-mile road. Go check them out. I got to make sure these strings are all set on my hoodie or else Rick will have a damn temper tantrum. Yeah, the big news. The big news is, well, I frankly, I hate this. I don't have any personal beef with the multi-talented Kelly Cheese. So let's just get right after it. And I know right away there's going to be like, oh, Easy can't get over it. What's he doing talking about? Well, that's fucking news. I mean, contrary to popular belief, I share a lot of audience with my old pals on the Free Beer and Hot Wings show. And a lot of people that listen to me listen to them, or maybe they know them. And so I kind of have my own niche. So, of course, I'm interested. And, of course, it's something to talk about. The same way that people are interested in any type of celebrity drama. Like it or not, our beloved Kelly Cheese is. And I don't want to believe that. I don't want anybody other than Greg to experience any strife or problems. Kenny says, your mic's a little hot. Sorry about that. So outside of free beer, I want nothing bad to happen to any of those people. All right? So when this all started, again, it all started when I was here on this show, and Rebecca said, EZ, something's going on that show. Yeah? Yes. I go, what do you mean? And she wrote in the chat, well, she deleted all. No, first she said Kelly's not talking about Ross at all anymore, which was her husband. And because being that I review the show as much as I do for Who Are These Free Beers, you know, she's a pro, man. She's an open book. That's what you got to do. And one of the reasons why she's been able to become paramount on that show and the biggest personality on that show, hands down, not even close. I would argue her personality is as big as Joe's. And now when I say personality, that means you could like it or you could not like it. And it does not matter. Take it from me. As long as they know you. It doesn't matter whether they like you or they don't like you, as long as they know you. And she, just by normal personality, stands out, you know? And so you can't take that away from her. She's earned that. So throughout the time, you know, she's an open book. She does all the right things. And then all of a sudden people noticed it that suddenly, and I didn't, but one thing I did pick up on was when she made the comment, my life is a total catastrophe right now. And I went, well, that's out of the blue. And so I thought, well, I wonder what that means. Because she's very, upbeat and positive and, you know, kind of like devil may care attitude and totally cool. Totally cool. Cole wrote, her personality is big, but she's not funny. Well, that's just your opinion. And there may be times that people feel the same way, but that doesn't, I'm telling you, it just matters that they know who you are. Trust me on this one. Because a lot of people said I'm not funny, but they all know who the fuck I am. And that's half the battle. So all of a sudden, she stops talking about the guy, and Rebecca points it out to me. And I didn't think too much of it until she said, there's no more pictures of her husband on her social media. And I'm like, uh-oh, well okay, now we've got two things. Plus, I added that to my that comment that I heard her make, and I went, oh, maybe there's shit going on. Maybe she... So that was weird. And then Johnny B, who is part of the Big Fraud News Network, is a roving contracted reporter for my news network that Ryan runs. He said that, I forgot how he wrote it, but he indicated that there's something going on. that her and her husband are done. And I'm like, well, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. And so he went to an old post on the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show subreddit where somebody made that claim out of the blue. Someone else picked up that she's not wearing a wedding ring. Oh, boy. That's not great. Yesterday, I posted, after I do my show, I make a little post like, hey, this is what was on the show today. And I usually take the top 2 or 3 stories that I'm talking about. There's Rebecca. She's the one who got the ball rolling for me, suggesting that that there was trouble in paradise for the First Lady of Crispy R's. I posted for my Patreon a promotional post that said, swirling rumors of local radio show being addicted to divorce. Get it at, and then that's it. And then I made then the fucking Free Beer and Hot Wings Show subreddit, they oftentimes will take anything that I say that they think is whatever, something that might interest them, and post it on their subreddit, which that's fine. I don't care if you do. I find it great, frankly. I'm banned from being on there. And so they posted that, and people ran with it. People are making comments about it last night when we were doing the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast, which that's fine, whatever. And then they deleted it. Now, I'm not sure why they deleted it. It might have been because there was some reckless. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, Reddit is who gives a fuck? I don't know why. If you can't post anything on Reddit that's gossipy, that's what Reddit was invented for. Now, to be clear, their subreddit has more than 8,000 people on it. And there's no discussion about their show. None. Nobody has anything to say. And I think we all know why. The show is a bore. All right? But so that's led to speculation now where you can talk about these things on my subreddit. I don't give a shit. I wrote LMFAO. Let me get this straight. A dead sub finally has something to chat about, and it gets deleted on Reddit. What's hysterical is the 481 people on my sub has exponentially more engagement and chatter than the fiasco with over 8,000 people who follow on that sub. I love this. Patrick posted this. Patrick wrote, you can see it, Zane is normally ahead of the curve when he breaks an FBHW story. Oops. A lot of people get upset at first. Later, more people jump on board, and the next, Zane is proven right. In the final stage, few remember Zane's early stance. I posted a diagram of this phenomenon nearly a year ago. Stage 1, Zane supports unpopular views based on facts and common sense. Stage 2, Zane is vilified for his stance on controversial issues. Stage 3, facts become hard to ignore. Some now agree with Zane, yet others double down despite their better judgment. Stage 4, most all share Zane's sentiments, but few remember Zane's early stance and point the finger and blame. Now, I don't have a stance on this. I'm not cheering from the sidelines that something bad may have befallen our beloved Kelly Cheese. No, I wouldn't do that at all. I wouldn't say, I don't have anything bad to say about her on a personal level. Nothing. Free Beer is the one I got the hard on for. She seems cool. I'm not happy about this. I hate anybody who has to go through this. I've seen it. I've lived it. But God damn it, that's interesting. That is an interesting as fuck story. I don't know if it's true. I keep having to stress that. I don't know. All I'm going on is what other people have come up with and pointed me in the direction of. Something gaming TV says listening to you and Joe was fucking funny. Oh yeah, this person says I stopped listening after you left. Those are great days. There's no question. Before shit got weird. There has been numerous attempts, and I will not throw any weight to there's been serious claims being made about Greg somehow is involved in this. There is no fucking way I believe that Greg Greg Freebeer has anything to do with this. No way. No fucking way. But then again, when I heard that Greg got a divorce, I was like, there's no fucking way that's true either. No way, no how. Nothing surprises me with that show. No show has more skeletons in its closet. I've got skeletons in my closet. They've got tenfold. The shit that goes on when those mics are off. Never before has there been a show that there's an entirely different world when the mics go off that's actually interesting. Never has a show been more uninteresting on the air and more interesting off the air. You got it backwards, you dumb fucks. Flip it around. Take that interesting shit and get it on the air now. Stop giving me goddamn TikTok videos and playing TikTok videos and then following up with zero jokes about it. And everybody just goes around the room and looks at each other and shrugs. Give me some fucking meat. Let's see. David in Hudsonville agrees with Cole about Kelly. Her personality is big, but she's not funny. I disagree with that. I think you just got an axe to grind with her. I think she's very funny. I can even get past the crispy R's. True, I wince when I hear the crispy R's. And I will continue to wince when I hear the crispy R's.
Cars. Christmas, incredible. New York, come to Oregon, come here. Temperature, algorithms, incredible. For crust, cripple.
Oops. I will continue to wince on the crispiness. But I like her. I always have. I will continue to wince when I hear the weird spaz out moments.
That's so expensive. Yes. And I looked it up. I was like, Freebeer. Remember what, though? Jesus. Haven't seen it. It was a little obnoxious. That's so expensive. Hey.
These are legendary moments.
I'm Kelly, and Taylor Tomlinson is by far one of the best comedians of all time ever. I'm a raisin. Hey, I work on a radio show. You want to have an interview? Do you want to?
Ryan from Big Fraud News Network says he has a team of investigators digging now. Rich writes, the Reddit post on the Freebeer and Hot Wings page caught fire so fast it was removed an hour later. Johnny B., one of our reporters, says the Twitch ads really piss him off. You know, there's a remedy for that, ding dong. Amanda says, I just joined the Reddit last night for the entertainment of it all. There is no entertainment on the Reddit because those people that follow that show, they don't have anything to talk about. There's nothing interesting on there. You know? These people are not a showman. That's a boring radio show. Brian writes, you shouldn't underestimate that scum sucker Freebeer. Mike writes that this would add a new lens to the you're the boss argument over trivia a few months ago. Joe Spalding is here. He writes, that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing? I think that's what he's saying there. I love Joe Spalding. One of my favorite people on the entire planet. I have a lot of people that are favorite people. He's one of my favorite people on the planet. Brian says, most of the meat left with you and any remaining left when Joe self-destructed. Let me tell you this. If she is respectful towards her career choice, towards her way of life, she will be as transparent as possible about all of this. I will have a level of respect that will be through the roof. And I am giving her benefit of the doubt that she will discuss this on that show. And it's going to be fucking great. Because that's what a real talent would do. You talk about that shit. You give yourself some time to process it. You figure out how you want to talk about it. And you get your ass in there. And you take the good with the bad. Who knows what the fuck happened? If it were me, I would tell everything. God knows what happened. It could have been anything. Who knows why, if it happened. I'm not even going to go that far and say that this is even true. All I'm saying is some smoke has been slowly popping up, and then there's a little spark, and now there's kind of like some smoke rolling off that fucking shit. And that has a lot of people talking. And I think you'll probably feel better if there is something there. Now, I'm hoping there's not. You talk about it. Tyler writes, can you imagine her in the sack with a guy and telling him harder with crispy R's? Harder, 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 harder. Ryan says the Big Fraud News Network would like to chat with EZ. God, those are some hard-hitting reporters. Yeah, I'll reach out to my friends at the Big Fraud News Network in a second. Roving reporter Johnny B says to Ryan over at Big Fraud News, I got part of the story, and I'm waiting for a phone call text message with the rest of the story. Black Ops roving reporters only report the full story. So Johnny B, as a celebrated journalist for Big Fraud News, I like that. You can't just go in there half-cocked with the story. You got to get all the details before you drop it. I can live with that. All right. Well, I'm just waiting for the backlash about how much of an asshole I am. Give me a fucking break, like I did anything wrong. And by the way, there have been 1, 2, 3, 4 people, which is a lot for me, who signed up on Patreon just for yesterday's 4-minute bit talking about all of this smoke starting to roll off the campfire. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I hope you stick around. All right. Big Fraud News, BFNN. This is Big Fraud News Network CEO and editor Ryan.
Hey now.
Is this Ryan from Big Fraud News?
Yes, Eric Zane. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well. Excellent last article about Hurricane Ashley.
Oh, what a story that was.
Yeah,
you know, and it continues to develop. We don't know if we're going to run that update right now.
Yeah. There's a couple things cooking in the Big Fraud News Network universe.
Gosh, we've got reporters all over, Eric. We've got senior investigative correspondent Linda. We've sent her out to D.C. She's covering some stuff out there for us. And, you know, now Johnny B, whatever his name is, Zero, I guess.
Yeah, something like that.
He's got details for us. And I'd like to also say that we've got some records that Chris from Buffalo, he's not just a mail clerk anymore. We brought him up to the big leagues. He's going to be doing some hard hitting news. He's got all the screenshots for us from the Reddit post that was removed.
Okay, good. I like that. And
so we're trying to cover this. My problem is I don't want to be TMZ.
No.
I'm with you. I actually enjoy Kelly. I think she's the best part of that show. I don't listen to it, but we're not out to kill people or slander them. No. We feel bad after Hurricane Ashley.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to get to all of that. First, for the audience who don't know, tell us the genesis of the Big Fraud News Network and how this came to be. It's a staggeringly amazing story.
Oh, it's built in facts. When we look at news, we want to make sure that we're fair and balanced. And so, Eric, I'll be honest, you certainly have built a reputation as a fraudulent son of a bitch. And, we're just out there to sort of make sure, everything is factual. But I'll say this, you say things that always come true. And, that's kind of how this all started out. You called it when with Joe.
Yeah.
And, a lot of people didn't believe you.
No. It's the usual nonsense. And
it's total bullshit.
What people don't realize is I have a master's degree, a doctorate's degree in that show. I could tell you by a person's inflection on that show what their mood is like off the air. I know everything about that show.
Exactly. See, here's the thing. A lot of people are going that our pal Free Beer is maybe porking Miss Cheese, which I just can't. I can't get behind that.
No, I can't either.
She walked out on the show not too long ago.
Yes,
right?
yes. I mean, who would have sex with a monster that wears a hairstyle like that?
Oh God, it's like fucking Trump. You just can't do that.
No. I mean, does anybody really think that Melania is having sex with the Donald? Of course not.
No. Not even Trump was. He hooked up with a porn star.
Right, and you see, Kelly's a very attractive young lady. She wouldn't go after a goddamn misfit with rosacea and stupid greasy.
And he's old and he has all those kids.
Yeah, fuck
hundreds
that guy.
Of kids.
He's a fucking asshole.
He's already raping some child. We don't know.
No, he's not. Don't say that. You can't. Wait a minute.
No, that's not a fact.
That is not true.
But here's the simple truth.
Don't say that. Wait a minute. You got to totally retract that right now.
We can't. We can't. We don't retract news. We only report it. The fact is he's married to somebody 70 years his junior.
Okay. And, yes, that part is true.
Yeah. So it's just facts, Big Fraud. I'll say this.
Yeah.
If those allegations are true, those rumors, it's right up his MO, I guess.
I don't agree with that. I don't look. You're trying to get me sued.
We don't know.
You're going on
these rumors. No, Big Fraud. Where are these rumors coming from?
What is ridiculous? I know where the rumors are coming from. Idiots like you. Here you are saying you're based in fact, and then you're making horrible statements.
Fact.
I mean, I think he's an asshole, but I can't get behind any of that bullshit that you just said.
That's true, Eric. I agree with you. Here's the thing. When we go to press, we report facts. I'm just here, out of the kindness of my heart, giving my opinion on things. All right.
So. Now, anyway, I feel like this is getting away from us. What else did you want to discuss with me?
Well, here's the thing. Here's what I want to know. You kind of know, the whole angle of this nonsense from having been employed with them for so long. What if anything happens? I mean, this is private. I don't even know if we should run a story, frankly.
What is your question, you idiot? Jesus Christ.
This is so typical. This is how news people work. We work long questions, you dumb prick. Now listen to me. My question is, how long would it take for this show to have any kind of statement, if ever?
How long does it take
Kelly to say something?
I have no idea. I mean,
she doesn't have to say anything. That's my thing. My whole point.
I'm sure she will say something. I mean, that's it.
Did it take Hot Wings forever to come out with his divorce?
Yeah, but that's par for the course. This is a closed book. what that indicates is how shitty he is at actually doing his job, and that is sharing. That it couldn't be more apropos. That's in his wheelhouse. She, on the other hand, is a terrifically open book, and that's what makes her a winner on the show. So that's how people picked up on there might be trouble, because she suddenly stopped talking about the dude.
Well, if we get any substantiated facts and BFN runs a story, here's what I don't want to happen. I don't want it to reflect back on you. I mean, these assholes already think that you can't do anything but talk about this, and that's just not true.
Right.
You know, it's a tough story to tell, actually. I don't even know if there's a story here.
I don't think there is. I think we just wait, because I think right now, I think the only story is the angle of, oh my, I just happened to be talking about the potential of this happening. It shows up on their subreddit, and then they fucking delete it.
Right. And the truth is, it's not really even, it doesn't impact anything.
No.
Or anyone. Unless the juicy rumors are true and Free Beer's fucking her.
Oh, come on now. I don't believe that shit. I do not believe that.
I don't know where those things came from. I saw it in the posts that our newest investigative journalist, Chris from Buffalo, sent us.
All right, yeah. Now, for the record, I want the record to state that these comments made about Greg, who I can't stand, are all bullshit. That is not true. Anything that was said about Greg is completely reckless and should be stricken from the record. Now I have to edit on the free pod, on the audio. God damn it.
No, you're not editing anything. This is all just rumor and speculation. These aren't things we talked about. I'm just reading posts others posted on Reddit. So are you. Remember, this is a work of fiction.
All right. Is there anything else?
No, I feel good. I feel good. You know, if I need you, I might need some information on, you know, like what makes Free Beer tick, where he hangs out, those sorts of things. I'll get those from you later.
All right. I would say I appreciate you, but I kind of don't. Don't.
You shouldn't. You know, we got to keep, news, and it has to keep its distance from things. I
All right. Well, have a good day investigating this today.
All right. Let's just hope Linda does something in D.C.
Yeah,
I think she's just to let you know, she's on thin ice.
All right. Thank you so much. I'm sorry to hear that. Wait a minute. What do you mean she's on thin ice? How could Linda be on thin ice? She hasn't
filed a single report, and she's our senior investigative correspondent. It's bullshit.
Well,
Chris from Buffalo is a mail clerk, and he's doing more work than her. It's bullshit.
All right, Ryan, good luck in the Big Fraud News Network newsroom today.
All right. It's going to be a long day.
Get the fuck out of here. Idiot. Yeah, I started talking about to be true, he suggested that Greg and used the word rape and kids, and that scared me. That is not true. That is bullshit, and we can't have that. I don't have a dump button for him to say such irresponsible bullshit. We just can't have that. Absolute garbage. You see, that's an example of why I run at great risk, when I put you idiots on this show. You could very easily destroy my entire empire with dumb, reckless statements like that. Here I am every day selling my goddamn soul to you on this show. I have the Big Fraud News Network. I have this podcast. I've got my Twitch. I've got all my people that follow me on Facebook and X, my YouTube channel, my Patreon. And you guys try to destroy it by saying terrible things about local dignitaries. Hollywood Joe is here. He says, this idiot should be on the show again, LOL. Joe Spalding writes, don't expose this crap to lawsuits with dumb words, please. All right. Let me jump on this. I'm going to kick out the folks that are watching on Facebook, X, and YouTube. Thank you so much for being here.